post of this is teamwork, and indeed teamwork has taken us far. We still appeal to our parents, to our students, to the teachers, that we continue with the teamwork, and we shall see the results of our efforts. When we team together or team up together, we shall post better.
In life, there are no free things. Whatever we get in life, we must work for. They are going out in also actual world. They have a lot of dreams, but they are not free things. History has seen that. Every free things that people are getting has led many of our young people to destruction. That's why many of them have gone to LBG teaching, and because they want free things. There's a lot of money there, which they don't, receiving this, they claim they're not working for, but they are spoiling their lives.
I encourage these students to use the time at the university as a pivot point. It's a turning point for them because there is limitless potential. First of all, you should not take a course just because somebody took it. You should not take a course because you have been told to do so. Look at the opportunities in the labor market. Because as a party, as government, there are 4 issues that form the bedrock of our economy. One is manufacturing, agro-industrialization, ICT, and the service sector. So make sure that the course you choose falls within, somewhere within those parameters. That will ensure that you get a course which is relevant to the labor market.
Let's go to Kole District now, where Kole District Council has passed a resolution to make the district a model for cocoa farming in northern Uganda. Close to 145 farmers in Lango sub-region are cultivating the crop, which begins to yield after 2 years and is harvested twice annually. A farmer can earn about 13 million shillings per acre annually, as we hear from our correspondent Eddie Olwa.
A field trip to Trinity Mix Farm in Regu Trading Center in Dokolo District. This farm majors in cocoa growing. The district council resolved to have Kwale become a model in cocoa growing in the region.
You are not adding value to these same people who should contribute. These people are contributing and they are very poor. Even they go back from the church, they don't eat. Now, where are we taking people? We need people to collectively, first of all, look at how we can all support ourselves and be relevant.
The district chairperson says the project will start with the councillors and scaled down to farmers.
You are going to be a transformation of Kole, because people will see from you how you do it, how you get money coming to you, and people will begin to follow.
Each councillor is expected to prepare not less than 3 acres of land. The councillors supported the resolution, unlike other crops they have been growing.
Because of the price, that is what I admire.
And because it does well in barely most of the soil types that we have within the region. And we have also seen here in Dokolo, it's yielding and it's doing well. And now I compare with the land I have. Barely, I feel even my land is far better in terms of fertility. So it has given me that encouragement.
So where those ones have reached, they are not going to dry.
Trinity Mix Farm manager said cocoa will be an identity crop for Lango sub-region.
Because one, it is a perennial crop. We already said it. You are going to harvest all through the year. Most of our farmers here grow seasonal crops. We are not telling people to abandon other things for cocoa. You do other things, cocoa comes in as a subsidy on what you're doing. If by any chance cocoa becomes the biggest income earner in your farm, the better. Because for it, the yield is there, the market is there, and even the price is good.
Thing with this type of people here.
A retired UN staff, now the clan chief, Fred Dogwaloye, is already reaping from this 6-acre cocoa farm.
Because actually you are planting trees. And imagine now if you are planting trees which are also giving you money. And internationally in the world they will know that you are also protecting the environment. Some money will come also through that. Please remember it.
Other than conserving the environment, cocoa is the 4th biggest export for Uganda, but produces on an estimated 20,000 acres across the country. Eddie Olwa, UBC News.
Now this one is
Thanks, Olwa, for that story there. Now, scarcity of road equipment in Kwania District local government has significantly hindered upkeep of motorable roads within the district. The district engineer, Edward Odongo, laments that they are left with no alternative but to allocate portion of the funds earmarked for road maintenance to hire the necessary equipment from open market. We have more in this story.
Kwania District road network is in a sorry state due to torrential rains that have left 60% of the roads affected.
The roads affected are road that's lying along the lake. We have Lake Kwania, which is on the southern part, and at times, like, you find the river itself bursting and the water, instead of water going to the river, water is coming out.
The poor road network, compounded by the scarcity of the road equipment, creates significant obstacles for residents and their businesses.
We have about 600 million unspent, not yet received at the district. Now the challenge for us as a district, we don't have road equipment. Now, within 3 months, we are supposed to spend this money.
The situation has compelled the district authorities to hire it from the open market on daily basis, which they say it's expensive.
From the open market, we are being given range between 1.2 million to 1.6 million. No, per day, that is dry.
Hiring of the road equipment follows the district's failure to secure it from the mother district as per government policy.
You go and try to go to this district to borrow, which that is what the policy of the government says. They will tell you, please wait, we are giving you next week. You realize they also have their road first to attend to.
Always ministry guided that we go and get support in terms of roads equipment from the regional office, but this is a dream. We have never gotten any support from the regional office in terms of roads equipment, in terms of, so it's a challenge.
They are also concerned about financial discrepancies in releasing funds allocated for the maintenance of the roads in the district.
You know, for the first quarter and second quarter, they released a half of that. In third quarter, no release completely. You see that challenge. And as well as road fund, third quarter, no release.
Like you, in your homes, funds will never be enough in your homes. One thing will come up after the other. One thing will come up after the other. But the few, the small or little available resources, how are you utilizing them?
This was raised at the local community accountability meeting, also known as Baraza, held by the Office of the Prime Minister in Aduk Town Council, Kwania District. Joseph Oko, UBC.
Now, refugees from over 300 households gathered at Magaga Food Distribution Center in Kijjanangoma Refugee Settlement for a donation by the UAE Aid in partnership with UN Women. The event marks the launch of a donation program to provide essential commodities that will serve over 30,000 packages to refugees and host communities during the holy month of Ramadan.
Arab Emirates Ambassador to Uganda, Abdallah Hassan Al-Shamsi, has led a donation exercise to Kijjanangoma Refugee Settlement. This UAE Aid UN Women Partnership underscores a commitment to address the needs of vulnerable populations, particularly refugees.
You know, we have this almost an integrated open door policy which the government have introduced. So we need to understand what are the challenges in South Sudan. Why South Sudanese refugees are running away. We know we have conflict in South Sudan. So we need all of us to work together to make sure that we end this causes of refugee.
The donation is intended to extend a caring hand to the refugee community, providing much-needed commodities to sustain them during Ramadan.
It shows the need of the people, and we are very sure that this number of packages which has been distributed will never be enough. And that is the only reason, because some of them fight because they think that when they look at the number of the packages, they think that it will not be enough for them.
Uganda is home to 1.5 million refugees, mainly from South Sudan, who are 57%, the Democratic Republic of Congo, who are 32%, Somalia 3%, and Burundi 3%. Kijjanangoma refugee settlement hosts over 96,000 of these refugees, most of whom are women, and the vast majority are from South Sudan.
Let us have peace in our different countries. Today it is in Sudan. You never know tomorrow it may come in Uganda. Unless peace prevails. That is why the government of Uganda is very, very concerned as far as peace is concerned. Let people go without food, but have peace.
We are trying, but we are at a pressure. As I talk, this new influx of over 8,000 people, it's not going to be easy. And remember, they have come from a very harsh condition.
Despite the humanitarian act, the stakeholders all agree that African countries need to work together to address conflict, which is the major cause of displacement. UBC News.
13 minutes after the hour of 1 here in the studios of UBC TV. We'll now take a short break, but we'll be returning with much more. Do stay with us.
Fred!
Osmosis.
Freddy! Fred Dollar, my boss, CEO Inojo, the general of generals, the conqueror of conquerors, the first and the final, the sky above the skies, the promised land, the terms and the conditions, the international king crocodile, the source of the
Osmosis.
the Nile.
I don't have money today.
Just take a polite loan of 200k to stock my shop. The signs and symptoms of success. The bank commander, not the bank teller.
Why hassle for a loan when you've got MTN Momo? We're sorting it. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
Juko. Yo. Wachikuwa. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, Sebatia. It is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a poultry project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Ebiseera by'okuzzaayo abaana mu masomero tebiteekwa kukaluubiriza n'akatono. Eno kusimba nnyiriri mpanvu kano kalippagano ka bidduka. Simanya kuzunga na banka siripusi. Kati osobola okusasula school fees z'omwana wo ate n'okola n'ebirala ntoko ku ssimu ye ey'omu ngalo. Ekikola kyangu nnyo. Nyiga bunyezi *165*8 ogoberera ebikulagiriddwa oba okozese app ya MTN Momo. Ate kati okola ki olwaleero? MTN Mobile Money Uganda Limited erungamizibwa banka enkulu eya Uganda.
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight. Sorry, I beg your pardon. This is Lunchtime News here on UBC TV, and a warm welcome to those of you just joining us. I am Rukidi Kijjanangoma. Let's now talk business, and the Workers' Union wants the government to fast-track the process of expediting the minimum wage bill in a bid to protect workers' rights. Now, this was during Central Organization of Free Trade Unions annual delegates conference, during which a joint inspection of industries and related sectors by the Ministry of Labour and Workers' Union was also recommended. We have more in this story.
The Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Betty Among, has urged union leaders to fight for workers' rights for equitable and sustainable good working environment. During her address at the annual delegations conference for the Central Organization of Free Trade Unions.
Because the history of trade union is anchored on confronting government, confronting companies, confronting employers.
The minister was concerned with the continuous exploitation of workers. The minister, together with workers' unions, are set to have a joint tour to different manufacturing industries and other sectors to address the existing gaps for workers' rights and assess their working conditions.
When we come and have one voice and move together to those industrial parks, I want to find a day where the Secretary General Notu Koftu, the Chairman General Koftu Notu comes to me and say, we want to have a joint tour. So that when we reach there, they will not say, I'm waiting for the minister.
It includes things like where workers have accidents and other problems in terms of the environment. So we shall be looking at all these other standards of work, whether the ILO conventions are met and the standards are upheld.
Asking all employers in Uganda to embrace and welcome unions. Even we were telling the minister that those workplaces that have denied us entry, we have already written to the ministry so that they should what? They should follow up what the reason, because we're even in the process of taking them to court. We have a court for the industrial court for the workers.
Union leaders also appeal to government to quicken the process of expediting the minimum wage bill, which was passed by Parliament.
Minimum wage is necessary. You must help as government on how someone can start negotiating. If you have more skills to negotiate for higher salary, but let's have a minimum set by government.
The Central Organization of Free Trade Unions, COF2, was founded in 2003 to advance, protect, promote and defend the social and economic interests of workers in Uganda. Sada Mubale, Clement Wangira, UBC News.
And that's all we had time for. Thank you so much for having kept us company. My name is Rukidi Kijjanangoma. Wishing you a blessed afternoon and happy Easter Monday.
UBC, inspiring.